Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you different step-up variations. So I love step-ups when we're looking at rehabbing knees and ankles. It's a good way to train stability around those joints as well as the hip, as well as the trunk. When you're looking at from a power and strength standpoint, very good way to develop power from the ground up, and obviously strength to the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. When EMG studies on lower limb exercises have been performed, it is shown that the step-up has recruited the glute max more than any other muscle. So if you do it properly, step ups are really good to train the glute max and power through the lower limb. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the basic step up. So you can use kettlebells, dumbbell, you can use a barbell on your back, you can use a barbell in the front. It doesn't matter. There's tons of ways you can do this, but your very basic movement pattern would be holding the weight, just coming right up, locking out the knee, the glute. I like to add in this knee drive because it more mimics athletic performance in the running movement pattern. Then from here, you're just going to step up, alternate. Okay, make sure you're stable, come back down. So that's your basic step up. Now the next one is probably my favorite. You're going to add an eccentric component to this. Okay, so these are eccentric step ups. So foot on platform, and make sure you have the whole foot on the platform. A lot of times I see people with like half the foot or like the heel hanging off. Like, get the whole damn foot on the platform so you got full drive through the lower limb. Okay, so from here, and drive through the box, a cue driving through the box, coming straight up. That was a terrible one. I'm gonna come straight up and hold. Okay, find the stability, hold here for about 2-3 seconds. Okay, now we're gonna add in the eccentric. So I'm going to reach down. That was bad. Reach down, come down nice and slow. Make sure we maintain trunk, hip, knee, and ankle alignment, and back down. So about 3 to 5 second eccentric on the way down. So again, driving through the box, holding that stability, okay? Making sure we're stable, coming down eccentrically. Now the next one we're going to do, we're going to add in a press. So we're looking at myofascial slings, right? So we're looking at the anterior oblique sling. So either way you want to do this, I think it doesn't make a huge difference, but some will argue otherwise. So I usually do an ipsilateral press because the punching movement mimics the running movement, right? When the knee and the opposite arm comes up, okay, and the arm is flexed and extended, and the leg on the same side is extended, okay? So I usually do an ipsilateral press with a step up. So ipsilateral meaning same side, okay? So I start with the leg on the box. I drive through the box, press, and the opposite knee comes up. Okay, usually from here, I add in the eccentric component. So simultaneously, I'm bringing the knee, bending this one, and bringing the weight down at the same time, adding that eccentric component. You can also go contralateral, so you're working more of a sling, so you're working the opposite leg and the opposite arm. Again, I don't think it makes much of a difference, but if we're training movement pattern, like this is not an actual movement pattern, okay? If we're training the movement pattern, we're on ipsilateral, okay? We're in the contralateral free leg and resistance arm work at the same time, okay? So always love the eccentric component. The other one I like to do is a side step up. So it controls, it's more for our dynamic lateral stability, not at a really quick pace like in plyometrics, but it still adds a component of lateral stability, working the glute med, glute min, and the hip stabilizers, okay? And I go ipsilateral on this one as well. So I come to the side, step, and press. Okay, I control, and I really control eccentrically, come down simultaneously, all segments of the body from top to bottom, okay? A mistake that I often have to cue is people come up, and they'll bring the weight down, and then come down. I want everything simultaneously. That's just me being nitpicky. I don't think it's wrong, but I just like to train smooth movement patterns, yeah? So coming down, going to that running pattern. Now, You can lose the weight once again. We can go into explosive step ups. You can add weight to make it a lot harder. And this is more of a plyometric, cardiovascular condition type exercise. We're coming up, okay, we're exploding, and then we're switching. Explode, switch, explode, switch. And then we're gonna go just real continuous. Wow. You get as high as you can. As soon as you land, you're going right back up into your next step up. So we're training a lot of force acceptance, energy transfer, etc. I usually keep those separate from our resistance and weighted step ups. So those are some step up variations. If I put them in a program, I'll distinguish which one I want people to do. So that's a video for reference, guys. There's your step up variations. Hope you find that useful.